Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the first ever Canonica Fantasy Football Lottery. After tonight's proceedings, we will know who has the first pick in the upcoming draft. We're going to go through the picks for you from number 10 all the way down to number 1, and then we have a special interview set up. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. But before we get started, let's get a word from our sponsors. Feeling tired, stressed? What you might need is a little math. A little math might be just the thing to spice up your life. Yes, with math you can do what? Hot stuff doesn't care about math. I'll tell you what hot stuff cares about. Fireball whiskey. That's right. If you want some spice in your life, have some Fireball whiskey. Drink it, black out, wake up, math problem solved. And welcome back. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. We will reveal the top 10 picks in the CFFL draft. So, without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to move in a little closer so you can see the cards. The picks have already been randomly picked by our computer generator, and now we will simply be revealing them to you. So, with the 10th pick in the Canonica Fantasy Football Draft, we have Patrick Dungy. Pat with the 10th pick. On to the 9th pick. And the 9th pick in the CFFL draft, we have Kevin Rudy with the 9th pick. Now down to number 8. Down to number 8. With the 8th pick, we have Matt Fagrassi. Matt Fagrassi with the 8th pick. Moving right along here, we're down to number 7. And the number 7 pick goes to Michael Nudine. Mike Nudine with the 7th pick. Now, with the 6th pick, we have Mike Canonica. Mike Canonica gets the 6th pick. Alright, moving right along here. We're already down to the top 5. With the 5th pick in the Canonica Fantasy Football League draft, we have Faye Bleesmer. Faye gets the 5th pick. Alright, down to the final 4. Here we go. With the 4th pick in the CFFL draft, we have Tony Miranda. Tony gets the 4th pick. And we are down to the final 3. The final 3 picks. So the 3rd pick in the Canonica Fantasy Football League draft goes to Mark Miranda. Mark Miranda gets the 3rd pick. And here we go, the final 2. With the 2nd pick in the Canonica Fantasy Football League. Drum roll, please. We could not afford a drum set. There will be no drum roll. But the number 2 pick goes to Mark Canonica. Mark Canonica, which of course means that our number 1 pick in the draft goes to Brian Canonica. So congrats to Brian and everyone else. So now if you'll just let us take another quick commercial break, we will be back with a special interview. Remember that time at the office when you were just really stressed and then broke out into song and dance? Everything was better after that. Well, that's what your entire life could be like if you order Season 1 of Glee. Get Glee. I can't let that person talk anymore. That Glee stuff is a bunch of crap. Spoiler alert, this is what happens in Season 18. They join the Beast Corps, go to Africa, and get eaten by lions. Don't get eaten by lions. Instead, drink Fireball whiskey. That's right, it's back. Fireball whiskey. No one else might agree with you, but you'll be able to sing with the best of them. Well, welcome back. I am here with Brian Canonica, owner of the 1st pick in the Canonica Fantasy Football League. So, Brian, any insight to what you might do with that pick?
Well, I'm definitely going to be shopping it around here in the next few weeks, so I'm willing to take things like trips to New Orleans, all types of bribery that I can get my hands on here in the next few weeks to hopefully get that package sweet enough so that we can trade the pick.
All right, so definitely looking to trade down and sweeten the pot there.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that if you trade it away for a non-actual fantasy football pick, you won't have enough picks in the actual draft to fill a roster.
Will I get disqualified, or
you won't get disqualified? You'll just be playing with less players than everyone else is able to. You have to wait till week 1 to pick someone up off the waiver wire.
Well, that sounds. I think I might want to play that way because that's probably the way Penn State's going to play for the next 4 years.
Oh, I see. He's taking one from the team. He's leading by example. I see.
Yeah.
Well, there's also rumors after the great season that quarterbacks had last year that you might be thinking of taking a quarterback with that first pick, possibly Joe Flacco. Your thoughts on that?
Definitely not Joe Flacco. As you know, I think I have some assault charges coming up against me here in the court system the next few weeks over the Joe Flacco situation at the Jim Dungy nuptials. So won't be taking Joe Flacco with that number 1 pick, but definitely looking to a quarterback because I had terrible quarterback play last year. I think I ended up with Jay Cutler, and he was hurt most of the year and was probably one of the worst fantasy football quarterbacks of all time. Joe
Cutler is a boy among men. He's a boy among men, I can tell you that. I was also unaware of any Joe Flacco charges, so I hope you didn't just publicly announce anything that should be kept behind closed doors. But we do have one of our sponsors, Sam Adams, here, so I just wanted to have Brian also get his drink, and we can do a cheers to the first pick.
And we didn't cheat just because I drove up here. I did not get the pick.
I called him and I told Brian, you have the number 1 pick in the Canarga. He's like, I'm there. I need to be there for the interview.
That's how it is, yeah. It'll be another scandal.
So now you won this league 2 years ago, and then there was a lot of smack talk, the next year about not only winning it all but going undefeated, and those didn't go over so well. Has there been any kind of negative feedback with the fans?
Yeah, the fans love me. The other teams hate me though. That's pretty much what I've been going through. Been a lot of death threats and things like that.
Death threats? Can you elaborate on the death threats?
I think. At Jim's wedding, I think Pat tried to hit me over the head with a grill cover, but survived that, got past it, and hoping to have a big year this year.
All right, those are things that the commissioner did not know about. Pat Dungy, if you're watching, there may be sanctions coming your way. But
finally, we need some sanctions in this league.
Everyone's running amok. I would appreciate no criticism, though, on live air, please.
Oh, sorry,
if we can just take that to a minimum, that would be much obliged for that. I'm actually going to require another drink.
Okay, so what else do we got?
Well, you said you're shopping the number 1 pick. Now, you also have the first pick in the 3rd round. Are you shopping... If the price is New Orleans for the first pick in the 1st round...
a trip to New Orleans.
What would be the price for maybe the first pick in the 3rd round?
First pick in the 3rd round, we could probably do something... It would have to be a little more regional, maybe just Pumptown or something like that.
Pumptown?
Maybe like a week at Pumptown or something like that.
Still asking for non-fantasy football picks here. I mean, at this point, you're going to have a 14th round pick and a boatload of strippers.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a wonderful team.
All right, and there you have it. The man, the myth, the legend, Brian Canonica. His picks are for sale, and all he requires is a little booty in the face.
Yeah, a little booty. Nothing wrong with that.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and best of luck in the upcoming season.
Yep.
I don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you?
Shark attack! Shark attack! What's this a commercial for? I don't know, but shark attack! And that concludes the 2012 Canonica Fantasy Football Lottery. Thanks for watching, and now, stick around for some bloopers. Night-night, everybody.